don't like being in that. He does not like being bundled up. He does not like being bundled up. We're just gonna be booty tomorrow. I just tagged you something on Twitter.
Okay. I was going to the link, but something came up. Hey, if you're a Patreon creator and are confused as to why a bunch of your income vanished, it's because Patreon's system appears to have totally collapsed. They sent me an email saying my credit card blocked the payment as fraudulent and canceled all of my creditor support. I told the credit card company the charge was valid. Fine. Patreon sent me an email. Click here to update your payment. And that link goes to 404 error.
Mm-hmm.
My list of supported creators is gone. I have to try to remember who I was supporting. There is nothing on the site. There's nothing on the site.
It's a bunch of corn anyway.
There's no list of who I was supporting.
Okay, partner.
For.
We need to find more
So
of our
I'm trying
mystery
to
monsters
reach
trip.
creators
We should
I
check
remember
every
supporting,
region.
and when I click
You can
on
go
the
on an
supporting this
expedition
creator
or an
button,
optional quest.
number 404
Take your pick.
error. The school system is dead, apparently. Here's a Reddit thread. When did this happen?
Might be.
August 1st. I lost over 300 patrons.
They lost patrons,
Yeah.
or they got patrons.
They lost. So like the people who were supporting artists,
Mm-hmm.
their list was wiped out, and so the artist that was having that support, they don't have the support of those the
Mhm.
people that was supporting them anymore. So many fucking people depend on this service, and it really is just disorganized trash company. They take a cut of every transaction and provide the worst possible service to both parties. I've spent an hour trying to get money to creators and Patreon would get.
If I had the know-how of how to build a website
That's why.
that we can build, that's like Patreon, that could basically, but it would be more reliable, I would do it. I just wouldn't know how to make that. I mean, I could probably ask Andy, but
So far, I guess we didn't get hit. Still said we had 5.
If in doubt, take a bite.
it's gonna make you mad. You and your Asian friend, you and your Asian peoples. Make sure my baby good. I should do a noise meter. Like that really means anything.
They'll have a rude awakening when they turn out to be just a fetish.
I don't think some people. I don't think some people care.
Yeah, I know some people care, but it's like they probably don't care about being a fetish, but they care about being dehumanized, unless it's like a kink, but that comes with fetishization.
You know.
You have to be in the box of their aesthetic. So you want to come to America with this white man, you better stay being a submissive Asian wife while he still gets the benefits of being an American white man.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they're smart, they will just play the game for a little bit, and then once it's time, it's time. I mean, because America gives you enough power. They will give you power, so. It's time, baby. Oh, it's time.
But I mean, if these girls are smart, the white men are probably not going to be interested in them.
No, you can play stupid. It's easy. A lot of women play dumb for centuries. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Bill Burr thing was. Bill Burr was talking about how like white women played stupid for centuries, and then like right when like black people started fighting back, they suddenly were oppressed too. Like, nah, you rolled around in the blood money too. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, they were oppressed, don't get me wrong, but they definitely acting like they are on our side.
Yeah, or it's the same struggle.
Nah, y'all the same people who love yourself some was it Susan B. Anthony or whatever her name is?
Still under the oppressive.
Oh, I forgot. This is World. This is not Rise, so I don't get to do the quick get up. Oh, God, I like World so much better.
One woman on one of the Apple responses recently was talking about how is tech basically inactive, how they can't make decisions on their own unless they were given coded to. No.
Are you talking about the
Go back to the tech and this the image you showed on Twitter.
yeah?
Yeah.
The funniest thing about that whole thing is that if the AI is going to essentially be at some point going to become sentient, it's going to happen. They're going to try to keep it from happening. It's going to happen.
But I responded to FB. It's like only one or two ways to happen. And we are all dead, or they become so smart enough that they become our ally because they know that it's shit.
That's what I said before. I'm writing a little story about that.
Yeah. Like they give the intelligence so much data that they are able to print out that black people aren't they put themselves in the position to be and white people not fucked up.
Oh, fudge me. my baby. Damn, it's rained, huh?
Okay,
What
partner.
up, though?
We need to find more of our mystery monsters trail. We should check every region. You can go on an expedition or an optional quest. Take your pick.
What's up?
Are you?
Where are you at? I don't know where you at. What you talking? What baby? What are you talking about? I'm about to gaslight him. I'm about to gaslight him. What baby are you talking about? What baby? I don't know what baby you talking about. That's not a baby. What are you talking about?
That's no baby.
There ain't no baby. I don't know what you're talking about. Babies? What baby?
That Abel.
Abel? Who's that? I don't know what you're talking. Who's that?
You should stop.
Water, the
Is
goldfish.
it Abel?
Yes, Abel.
You want your water, your goldfish. Your water, your goldfish. Put your head in the car off of it. There's just too many movies going at the same time.
What movies are you talking about? This is all the same thing.
Well, there's three of them. He's denying paternity. We're gonna do DNA.
I've denied paternity. What are you talking about?
All his money.
What is she talking about? I didn't deny no paternity. What are you
On
talking about?
Facebook.
I know. I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
That picture
Facebook.
that Austin put on there, you said
Facebook. What's a Facebook? I don't.
You
Facebook.
famous. Did you know that? You are famous.
Oh my God, mothers. Hey, he's fine.
Yeah, he's eating a snack because I didn't want him to walk in here and say like, I'm hungry immediately.
I mean, if he did, we ain't gonna feed him because we don't feed kids here.
Take a bite.
Hi, Mommy.
You want to go to the playground like it's really nothing you can do at the playground.
That is such a Orlando thing. When I go to the playground when it's raining. That boy. Abel, who's Abel? What are y'all talking about? Okay. Dang, I double hurt him. Hold up. It's almost time to eat, buddy.
Okay, partner. We need to find more of our mystery monsters trail.
Sounds
We
like
should
pizza
check
to me.
every region. You can go on an expedition
It's
or
crazy
an optional
how
quest. Take your pick.
my hair is like super curly, but every once in a while you get that one hair that's like a super straight hair. are you hungry? Orlando, are you pooping? Come sit on the toilet. Come on. Give me the toilet. Speaking of poop, you know what? Feed him early. Feed him first and then I eat. Alright, you good. Poop. You gonna go in the corner and squat. Oh, God. Okay, buddy. Let me go fix this bottle.
See my daddy?
Keep going. I know you. Nah, keep going. I'll be back. When I come back, that's when you're done. All right, here we go.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Changing your run. Something I refuse to do to you.
My father.
your diaper wet? Was your diaper dry? Alright, let me check.
It's wet.
Said your diaper was wet. It's wet.
You just said it was wet.
You know where you wet? There you go. Wipe it, right? Alright, throw it in the throat. Alright, come on. That. Come on. Wash your hands. Go into the white. Okay. So it's easy. Use this step. Use that one. Wash your hands. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Hungry? I know. Hungry?
But I'm gonna put him in here with you. I got nothing to feed him. Ooh. Come on. Oh, I just realized I got this on my string.
One day I did a video to respond. She was like, "What are you talking about? I do support Black Convention. I don't see queer on the list. It's not called. It's not QU. It's like spelled differently. Like, I don't see QueerCon on the list. What are you talking about? I support Black Convention. I support them all. I went to look up QueerCon. They haven't had a convention since before the pandemic.
What's QueerCon? I think you're saying it wrong.
I think
QueerCon sounds like something that would be like Pride.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what it is. QUIRK. Quirk.
QUIRK. Quirk, yeah.
Okay. QuirkCon. It's like you say you support all these conventions, but apparently the last time they had a convention was in 2019. Like they haven't seemed to like recover since 2020.
I mean, a lot of people hadn't. The pandemic put a lot of people out.
Yeah, but if you're gonna be like you support all these conventions, you would know
That there are other ones.
that there are other ones, and the one that you even recommended is still currently going.
It's gone.
It's gone. Like all of their social media status ended in 2019.
Hmm.
So it's like you don't really support.
It's possibly the person who was running it died.
Yeah.
It was a pandemic. It don't matter. It's like if you support them, you support them. If you don't, you don't. Like you don't have to like fake in front. The truth is that a lot of people don't know these things exist. I didn't know they existed. I think my first con I went to was either Baltimore Con or some other con that was like in the Baltimore area.
I think my first con was Capcom, I think.
Actually, AUSA was my first one
Okay.
because I went to that one first and then I went to Baltimore.
It was
And I went to another one that was in Baltimore.
whatever convention was at, because I know there's like two conventions at, I think it was Capcom.
Hmm. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Yeah. Get them nutrients, cuz.
Now he gonna make excuses. The last time I went to QueerCon was 2019, so you weren't really keeping up with the conventions you say you support.
Well, so here's the thing. He has an excuse for 2020, 2021. It's been 2022, 2023 now. It's almost 2 years. You haven't found any other like. What if I were you? See, this is how you do it. This is how you got to do it. They hit you with that and be like, all right, so where you from? We can find you another con to go to.
But that's what the list was.
No, I know. I'm just saying we can find like if you be positive about it, them being negative just makes them look like a dick, right? Because in reality, all we're doing is trying to get you to go to another con. In reality, all we're trying to do is get you to support more black creators. Like, stop doing this one thing. That's what happened with the Black Sand stuff. All these people love and respected Black Sands, and then once they saw what they were doing and what they were doing to people and what they were like the way that dude moved, people don't like them no more. So now it's like, but you also know how black people are when one black business falls. Every black business now is at fault. So like you guys got to start looking at other black businesses. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna go to BlurCon. I'm just not gonna go to fucking DreamCon. I'm gonna try to do other stuff. Huh? North Carolina. Yeah. It's like I would have loved to go on to eBack and ChemFest. I would love to go to those places. Haven't been able to get a chance to. They're like in New Jersey and New York. I really want to go to Brooklyn Comic Con because I like Brooklyn. When we was in Fort Hamilton, when I was in Fort Hamilton for those 2 summers, like I like Brooklyn. I want to go back to. They got a Brooklyn Comic Con. It's called. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a Black Comic Con. I want to go to that shit. I'm going to at some point, but when I get a chance, I'm going to go. But
for me, it's like this person swears that he supports convention this, convention that. The one convention you mentioned, you say you supported. You had no idea they haven't had a convention since 2021. And you're like, oh man, time flies. I'm like, but I'm pretty sure you kept.
I thought you said 2019.
Well, yeah, the last time he went was 2019. Of course, it was shut down and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 2 years since then,
Yeah.
and you're still gonna say, like, QuirkCon is still a thing when they haven't had one in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, but you made sure you had tabs on when DreamCon was happening.
Yeah.
But you support. But you support.
But it's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
Everything's a popularity contest.
That's why I'm like, you don't
What?
really support these.
You
conventions.
support what you support. You don't support black cons.
Yeah.
Just say that. Like, it's okay to just say that. Just understand that when you say that, like when people call you out for like, you gotta be honest to yourself. Like the only black con I've been to is BlurCon, but I've also shared ChemCon. I've also shared eBack. I've also shared these other places. I want to go to J1. I'm going to try to do that one too, but I haven't had a product to take there until recently. You know, so well I had books, but I didn't think my books would sell. So that's more of a self-esteem thing. It has less to do with them, have more to do with my self-esteem. Oh, this boy. There you go. Taking a little bit of a break. I got you. I got you. There we go, buddy. That's my man. That is my man. That's my little boy. That's my boy. Here you go. What are you looking up denim for?
Just have a
This boy. He almost done. What we doing out here? We're crushing bottles, right? Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things get brighter. Get your head up. All right, buddy. That's about most. That's all of it. About. All right, buddy. Get your drink on. What? Well, what?
wait. That's practical.
What's practical? Oh, like nah, they added something to that. Oh, maybe they did. No. What is the thing on the middle? What's that, green screen?
In the face?
The little black hole.
Yeah, I guess that's like a slot for the green screen.
Better ingredients, better pizza. Booty daddy.
It's probably oh, I see how they did it.
Hmm?
So his lips are actually up there, but they like extended the chin so that it when he opens its mouth, it's like extended bigger.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So that's how they did it. So I was like, huh? Yeah, they extended the chin on the mask to make it come out wider when he opens it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the black is the green screen.
I thought so. You go, so you gotta support that.
What?
You never get any of that. I just sent it to you. It's in your Twitter.
What's kind of funny? Wait, is that real?
What?
Oh, it's real. Someone, someone made a piece of jewelry like it was big.
Cool.
Someone to go find out. They're on chapter 2, so where's chapter 1?
This is the perfect chair for burping. Just lean back and let it go. I ain't hear no burps. But I never was able to get burps out of Orlando when he was a baby either.
Good.
Oh, there you go.
Skip chapter 1. Just start off with chapter 2.
What?
First chapter is a black man and a white man.
For that video I just sent you?
For this?
For the comic
Yeah.
that I just sent you?
Yeah. First chapter is of a black woman.
Ugh. Okay, never mind then. We hardly ever get any of that anyway. Is it a white or is a black dude drawing it?
Uh,
All right, man. It's time to go to mommy. All right, let's get to mommy. Hey, if he ends up passing out or whatever, just follow him. Alright, get this pizza. Wash my hands.
Are you okay?
But
That's the super racist Disney song with Asian cats where they had the buck teeth and the slanted eyes.
oh, you mean the
The Siamese cats?
I was about to say something else. You mean the facial features that all
Yeah.
those anime artists ignore,
Yeah,
but they definitely do blackface.
yeah. Whenever I bring up like, so did you just ignore? Did you also gaslight the Asians into saying those features on cats is just cat features, like how you do with black people when it comes to those lips on those fishmen?
Mm-hmm.
You have nothing to say. They never have a response when I bring that up. I'm like, oh, so when the Asians complain about the yellow face put on cats, were you telling them that was ridiculous?
No.
Got nothing to say. They end up just like reporting my video for hate speech because I used the word yellow face.
Of course.
I'm not sure if this artist is black. All I know is that they're male. But like when it came to like, Blacktober or Black History Month or
Cause I don't ever see.
anything.
I don't be seeing black dudes draw black women with white dudes. It's probably a white dude.
Yeah. Because it's like anything involving black, like Black History, Juneteenth, Blacktober, things that would fit if he's actually drawing black characters. It's none of it's brought up. So I don't think he's black. He's male. Very common is female, but he's male.
Mm.
I don't think he's black. Because I feel like if he wanted to really like have black people see his artwork, he would have hashtags of like Blacktober, Juneteenth.
Not everybody knows about that though, cause I didn't know about that shit until I started talking to you.
Wait, let me check his likes, because that's usually a sign too. He could be black. Oh, okay, never mind. There's more black women that he likes, but there's some sprinkles of white women on there.
Well, I mean, again, you really can't tell from their likes because some of us be identical.
He could be black.
Yeah.
It's just weird as hell that his first chapter would involve a white man fucking a black woman.
I'm streaming.
Oh, sorry.
Man. What?
Apparently there's is that a real scene? There is a real scene in Ben 10 where Gwen is like, "Aw, Kevin, you do have a heart." And Kevin was like, "Yeah, that's what poor people have instead of money."
That's funny.
And it like shows him crying.
You might actually get me on this. Heal me, please. What?
Says he supports all these movies. Recommended Kirk. And then says, after I told him, like, you say you support Kirk on, you get him to go and check on this after 2 years to see if they're still relevant. And he goes, well, no, QuirkCon wasn't even fun like that. I prefer DreamCon. I prefer QuirkCon. And I was like, do you usually recommend people conventions that you personally did not have fun at? Like, what are you trying to do, man? Like, you doing all that you can to say, like, you support. But he said it himself. He likes DreamCon, hasn't been to LurkCon. He's been at LurkCon, hasn't been to DreamCon, so the video made he only support what's popular. And it was LurkCon or DreamCon.
Yeah.
I understand they just be honest to the peer universe being like, oh, I support black people. I support black conventions, not just popular ones. And yet all you have to say is that I had more fun at the popular ones, but I'm gonna recommend those.
Touch my Don't touch my
I gotta figure out how to make these.
When I asked for a neck rub, I remember what you said. So you don't get none of my shit because that's what you said. Something about it personal.
West, like,
Yeah.
09 kid.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. But how did he
Just did this. You saw it. You saw your shirt first before I came into the picture. You was like, nah, I want that jersey. soups, grilled cheese sandwiches, which also comes out hot, porridge, oats.
Why do you
I don't know.
hot grilled cheese sandwiches? What do you put on your sandwiches that's making it hot?
It's still warm when I start eating it.
Oh, I thought you meant like you put peppers or something
No,
on it.
no, not spicy, just hot in temperature. And I'm like, yeah, I really don't really have like.
I don't think that's what it is. You probably need to just go to the doctor and be like, look, I got this.
Well, I haven't been using the alcohol. What's it called?
Listerine.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, you gotta use your Listerine.
I've just been brushing my teeth. It was like I was looking at it, I was like, yeah. Like, when I opened up like the rice that I made, it still got spicy shit in it. So it's like still hot. It's it's already.
This motherfucker giving me the work.
Yeah, it's funny with all these monsters, they can get less off. Because that monster is frustrating. Because like it's the most popular move, the most broken move is like the hip check. Because like it has such a reach and I swept it and it knocks like down across the stage. Like, you think the hip check would just be like a distance? No, it like takes a step and then boom, and it just knocks you. Like, it has such a long reach. And people are like, that's the most annoying, one of the most annoying monsters to fight because of that move. And it's like they haven't brought that monster back into the game in a minute. Yeah, I find it kind of funny. But it has one of the coolest designs. It's like a salmon shark dragon.
You mean salamander?
Did they censor like the yellow face? It was all there. Oh. Okay. Okay.
Okay, partner? We need to find more of our mystery monsters trail.
Give
We
me
should
a
check
2-hour
every
timer.
region. You can go on an
2 hours,
expedition or
counting
an
down.
optional quest. Take your pick.
Hey girl, you looking thicker than thick. Wait, nah, you a little flat back there.
Hey, partner.
Lady and the Tramp is about like two near middle-aged lovers. Like I noticed that with Disney, when it comes to like animal focused, well, back in the day, a little bit now. I think now, like if Disney makes a film that's focused on animals, they're always like adult age. Like,
The animals?
yeah, like
What's an adult age animal?
like it's very clear that these animals are not like just puppies. Like the Lion King may have been the exception, but like Lady and the Tramp, for me it comes off like they're in their late 20s. Same thing with the Rescuers, the little mice people. They were like very well grown adults. And Pongo and Purdy, the 101 Dalmatians pair, the animated one, it was clear that they were adults.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like with Disney, if you're gonna have like heck and Princess and the Frog, but like with Disney, I guess Brother Bear is also the exception.
I don't even know what that is. That sounds familiar though.
Is the one with the Native American people got turned into bears. And Disney tried to play it off.
Did
like,
you eat a piece already?
No.
Then you can pretty much have the rest of those.
Um,
If you leave any, I'm gonna eat it though.
Disney.
So don't crush. You ain't gotta crush. You don't, just because it's there, you don't gotta crush.
Disney tried to play it off like Brother Bear was based on like an actual like ancient
Lion?
no Inuit.
That's north. That's like North Pole.
Yeah. Crap. Not the
There-
slur. What is their actual?
I can't remember.
It's an I. But
If it's it's probably Inuit, but I don't. It might not be that.
like a legend from them. But then it turns out it wasn't just some shit Disney made up. So, even making it more offensive because the story was based on any like.
I prefer that anyway, because at least you had to make it up,
Yeah.
opposed to like just straight up stealing our shit.
But it's like, out of a few exceptions, when Disney displays animals, they're not a lot of the aristocrats aren't white. Stuff, they make sure the humans are
Might be just oh fuck.
you can have these cute animal characters that are in danger, and like having one that's like an adult so that like you wouldn't have a story of a rabbit becoming a cop and busting down bugs and things like that. That cop was still a
I thought you were about to say something else. Busting down. What's she busting down? I know rabbits are freaky, but
cracking down.
about the parents, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was really about the background, like the parents and like the owners. Taking the rescuers. The child was there as like a story plot point, but the focus was on rats. Those mice that were like they were secret in them. Same thing with Secret of Them. Mrs. Frisbee. She's got a middle-aged kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it wasn't like viral.
Did you see that thing that I showed you with Sephora?
Yeah.
Was she
yeah.
like me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was like,
They definitely gave her a yellow tone and like a brown.
yeah. I was wondering. I was like, she was definitely darker in the movie.
Yeah, she like even if we were trying to go for like a pastel look, because that's always the excuse. It's like, why do y'all always go to yellow? Why not red? Why not red or purple?
Isn't that weird?
But y'all always transfer to like yellow or
Yeah. I was like, wow.
yeah. But
Damn, hit me right in the face.
the locker with the alien. I think that was
Home.
home. And then I think
And even then, that was booty because it was like the movie was really about the alien, not the little girl. It's like you guys are just doing what everybody else do.
I guess How to Train Your Dragon counts. 'Cause I saw it when like teenagers, but I guess it's not the same. I think How to Train Your Dragon really works first film that I did before kids. Everything else. Probably not adult oriented, but like the main characters were definitely adult.
Definitely going to the gym. I mean, you gonna start going to the gym with me, don't you?
I mean,
You gonna start working out with me, huh?
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like
You gonna start getting these gains, also.
a small gap between each.
Oh my god. Oh shit. Hola, Ara. Oh, ooh, how you say your name? I'm gonna call you Arata. I'm doing good, Arata. How are you? How are you today?
He stole Austin's sweet pepper.
You a thief. That's why your tongue all messed up like that. Hot peppers that you don't need. I didn't even get the whatchamacallit.
I lied. This, The Lion King wasn't the first film to actually focus on a child animal
Was he
character.
really? He was only a kid for about a third or the fourth of the movie.
Okay, So
The rest of the movie, he was an adult.
so okay. So if not Lion King, then Bambi and Dumbo.
Yeah.
Dumbo was definitely a kid throughout his entire film. He never had to grow up.
You think this is a conspiracy of some sort?
No, just like.
What I should have did when I started playing this is started seeing if I could do anything with Hammer.
Okay, partner? We need to find more
No,
of our mystery monsters trail.
I think what
We
I'm
should check
saying is
every
like
region.
you could
You can
have
go on an expedition or
child-
an optional quest. Take your pick.
like you could have movies that attract children, but they don't necessarily have the main characters don't necessarily have to be kids themselves for the kids to relate to. Because you got The Incredibles, that shit's mega popular with
Yeah,
both
but
kids and adults.
Yeah, but that's because the adults get the. It's like Shrek. It's like Shrek. So, Donkey is for the kids and Shrek is for the adults. Donkey is the annoying kid and Shrek is the grumpy adult. So it's like they put two things in there that are you know what I'm saying? It's not they're specifically to target
Family.
the audience. Yeah, well, family, yeah, but like the audience they want, you know.
Because like I think that's why a lot of
It's a what do you call it? It's a science. That's why it's so hard for me to figure out who my our target audience is probably more like us than like obviously we're not kids. We're like our target audience is not children. My target audience I don't never wanted it to be kids in the first place.
Yeah.
So let me see.
Fuck these kids.
Pretty much.
Man, I was gonna. I think that's why Despicable Me was popular too, because Crude was the adult and like the kids
Mhm.
in there. Now it's just about the kids, even though the minions are ageless, but they still like. I don't think adults are really seeing the minions. It's just the kids.
Not really. That's for the kids. Once it took off for the kids, you know what I'm saying? Shrek was good because Shrek was it was one of those things where it was more of a
It was a balance.
it was a balance, yeah. So, you're not getting
It was
that.
the same thing with Monsters Inc. Where Mike and Sully were clearly adults, but then there was like a little child involved.
Hmm. But it also helped that they like Sully was like really cute, so like it was the kids who were like that's cute, you know. We're into like
It was
little
the same thing with
cute
Bug's Life.
monsters type deal, you know.
It was the same thing with Bug's Life.
I don't think it's I don't
Dot being the only child, really.
who?
Dot, the princess, the princess's little sister.
Oh yeah.
The only child. Everybody else was like an adult.
Hmm. Okay. Telling me I need to just do missions and I don't feel like doing them. I just want to get stuff out the way.
Hey, partner.
And then Disney's Atlantis had no children in it. And maybe probably I wonder if that's why he did poorly. I mean, Disney wasn't even.
I thought y'all said that they sabotaged. There's a whole thing about them sabotaging Atlantis.
I don't know if they I don't know if they sabotaged Atlantis, but it may have just aired.
What was it? The other thing,
Treasure Planet.
the Treasure Planet thing.
Treasure Planet.
Yeah.
But with Atlantis, I think what happened was that it was like one of Disney's most diverse animations because it had black people and I think it was their first interracial animation.
Ugh.
And people were saying it.
All they have is interracial.
Well, Well,
If it's
now-
not a white girl, it's going to be interracial. Like all of it.
I mean, Mulan. I mean, Pocahontas.
That don't count.
If it's Pocahontas, it would be the first.
Pocahontas is interracial.
Yeah, but I'm just saying Pocahontas was like the first. But I guess this one was first. No, Pocahontas don't count because they allowed them to kiss on screen. They did not allow Atlantis to kiss on screen. It just ended up hugging. They had an issue with them kissing, so they couldn't draw.
Emperor's New Groove, is that, what's that?
That's Incan.
That's
mine.
Disney?
Yeah, that's Disney.
So that's
I mean,
mixed.
No, I think that's. Well, I mean they.
Not Emperor's New Groove.
They whitewashed them, but. You mean the Road to El Dorado?
Yeah, that's DreamWorks, right? I mean, Disney owns DreamWorks now, so that's all Disney's history now.
No, Illumination owns DreamWorks. The people who did name.
Who owns Illumination?
No one owns them.
Oh.
That's Disney's competition.
Oh, no.
If in doubt, take a bite.
Disney bought Blue Sky and canceled them out, but they did not have enough money to buy Illumination.
That's actually against the law. Having a monopoly and trying to monopolize things, like in that way, that's against the law actually. No, I understand the little small pizza. Doesn't have a... Oh, I thought it was cheese and pizza. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay. I'm just wondering. Okay. Well, I'm surprised it's actually staying and watching.
Cause did you ever see Don't Look Under the Bed?
I feel like I did.
Like one of Disney's most terrifying originals that they only played.
Is it the one with the black kid with the red eyes?
Yeah.
I remember that shit was stuck in my head for a month.
So, same problem with that film. They were like, because you sure you want the imaginary friend to kiss the girl? Like not on the lips, but like gave her like a peck on the cheek.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, you sure you want to display that? Because you know it's like a black kid kissing a white girl. And they were like, and the directors and the people were like, no, that's being kept in. I was like, you sure? It could like bring up problems. So it was like even there was like in the 2000s, because I feel like that movie was in the 2000s, like it was still having issues.
Yeah, I remember that.
With seeing black boys, just seeing black people kiss someone white. Cause I always found it weird with Atlantis that they didn't have them kiss. I was like, Disney always has people kissing, so why did they just happen to pick this one of them not kissing? And it was like, oh, they were uncomfortable with a white man kissing a black woman.
I'm good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
I see enough of that.
Yeah, we see enough of that now, but it was like back then.
No, I see enough of that. Period. Because you never seen the Whoopi Goldberg movie when her daughter meets her dad, who's like a asshole like car salesman. I told you I was a Whoopi Goldberg fan. I forgot that movie. I forgot the name of the movie, but it was very upsetting, to say the least. Leave my Whoopi Goldberg alone.
Then when I found that out, I was like, that don't make any sense, because y'all made Esmeralda and what's his name kiss. Who's Esmeralda isn't black. I'm like, but they got the same dark skin. Like, what's... Well, she's still not black.
She ain't black, but she's definitely brown.
But it didn't make any sense to me, because it was like... So the only difference is
She's no different from me from Jasmine.
So it was like,
But also Jasmine was fucking with
and then it was like with
Yeah.
Atlantis, it's like a fictional black person, not even based on anybody real, not any place real. It's like it's an Atlantean, but a dark skinned Atlantean can't kiss a white man.
Why are you fighting about that?
No, it was just like their logic back then.
You want yourself a white man, don't you? Just tell the truth, fellas. Be like, I want me a white man.
And you know, it's also the first film where I saw a black character with a Native American woman. Cause
Nah, that's gargoyles.
the doc.
I want to hear that. That's gargoyles. Oh, Goliath is a gargoyle. He was white. Nah, nigga. Keith David black.
They made him white.
That means Goliath black.
They literally whitewashed him.
What? Who?
Goliath, when they turned him human the second time,
Mhm.
they made sure to give him white skin.
But the first time he had brown skin?
And the first time he had brown skin like Lisa. Like slightly darker, I believe, than Lisa. But when they made him human the second time, they made sure to keep him white. I missed that episode, maybe. Like, I don't remember this episode. They made him white and then like he's a gargoyle. She turned human. 'Cause they didn't
Did
want-
they?
Yeah.
Well, Demona kind of looked like a 80s punk rock lady. So, like, I assumed, but I had to think for her. I don't know. She was evil. I like that. Her and Liver. What is it called?
One was like an accident.
Yeah. I totally forgot about them as he says, it was like 3 of them. Yeah. Like witches or something.
Where's the bait?
Can you do it all? I told her when we got it up beforehand. 2 hours. At that point, I gotta go to sleep. Fucked up, man. It's fucking me up. Hold up. Oh my god! Excuse me. I had enough detail. Was there a love interest?
And like
That's how it works.
yeah.
A lot of people be like, why do moms want after, having kids and focusing on focusing on another man after another man, the first man gets
Not in situation.
No, I'm just saying in general. Even if you're a single parent in general, you probably shouldn't be focusing on love at all.
I remember what was it? I remember people I remember there was some sort of drama about how like Disney loves to focus on the fact of like kids not having parents, and they were like, it would be interesting if they flipped it where it was like, and
The parents had no
and
kids.
the parent either had no kid or lost the kid.
Who did Up?
Pixar.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
And yeah, they did touch on it, but
You went Up?
yeah,
Yeah.
where the woman couldn't carry.
She couldn't carry. And
But it wasn't like anything they focused on like compared to a kid that had no parent.
yeah, I know. Here's the thing, though. There's so many. There's so many kids. There's so many kids in the world that just don't have parents.
Mm.
So like that's like a normal thing. Like so like. The reason why anarchists didn't have a parent is because I made sure that they had a stepmom. Like,
Yeah.
not a stepmom, a foster mom. Like I had a foster mom, you know?
I don't
But-
even think Disney touches on that. Foster kids having a foster parent.
Yeah. I mean I wanted to do something with that, you know.
Mm.
Okay, partner. We need to find more of our mystery monsters trail. We should check every
Alright, I think I'm
region.
done.
You can
I
go
just
on
wanted
an
to play a little
expedition
bit.
or an optional
Maybe I'll play
quest. Take your
Remnant
pick.
when if Donald gets on later. I can play it by myself, but it's funner with other people.
Yeah, did you hear his username? Did you hear how what he said about what goes on in Final Fantasy 16?
Who?
What's his name? Bal. It's like the white guy that supports us.
Oh, yeah,
Very
yeah.
nice. He did a review on Judgment Day.
I forgot his name. Yeah, I'm talking about.
He you didn't hear his like his.
Did he respond to my video? When I'm talking about.
Final Fantasy?
I didn't. Well, when I was cooning.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
I'm like, oh, okay, because I used Final Fantasy 16, the picture with the black girl, the coon.
Oh, yeah, you did.
So I'm thinking that that's what you're
No,
talking about.
It was weeks before that.
Oh, okay.
And how he said like that shit's triggering and there should be a warning. Like
Why?
Apparently they do like super accurate depictions of like racism and discrimination, and you are someone that carries out the racism, or you can't do anything to stop the racism in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like you can't shoot or hit the whipping master, and the game will let you. And things like that. As they're actively whipping an NPC.
Wow.
Yeah. Like example like that. So he was like, there honestly should be a trigger warning for that. For some reason the game does not warn you.
It is from Japan, isn't it?
Yeah. Like the game does not warn you, and apparently your main character is one of those people that were the ones that treated their slaves good. Yeah. Yeah. And he was like, I don't know why they went with that route. But all these things are not brought up in the game. So he was just like, I'm saying this so that you don't feel like you spent 10 hours at $80 wasting on a game that you can't finish.
Okay, because I'm guessing that's a good thing. Sorry, that didn't. Well, I stopped with Final Fantasy years ago. Like I stopped a long time ago. Let me change my thing. I'm gonna change it to Tetris.
I remember being interested in 11 because of the bunny girl, but then when they were like it's online, I was like I was like Mom would never let me play anything online, so there's no point in getting a game.
She wouldn't let you play anything online?
Yeah,
Shit. I named 2 of my characters from people I met online.
she wouldn't let me do anything online, no Facebook, no MySpace. I had to like kind of fight to have a DeviantArt account.
That's kind of
Right? She did not want me on the internet because
I'm glad. I'm glad.
people could track you.
I'm glad. I'm not even gonna fake. I'm glad she took. I'm not glad.
Like the only other website I was allowed on was Neopets.
What the hell was that?
It was like Pokemon. It was like digital Pokemon. had your pet and you wander around in this digital world. You go to different villages and different islands. And you play games and earn points and buy furniture for your house.
Oh, so it's like that villager game that people play now. That's
Not sort of Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Sort of. It was like Animal Crossing, kind of like The Sims, kind of like Pokemon.
none of our shit. So the reward video 285. The Judgment Day review is at 300. That black video should have gotten a lot more respect than it did. The one that you made, it should have. A few of my friends found a video.
The I Am Waves guy is also like conning for DreamCon.
Who?
I Am Waves
Is what?
is conning for DreamCon.
Conning? What do you mean?
He says he disagrees. He had multiple problems at DreamCon with his panel and more, but this is for real their fourth convention, and at the end of the day, they don't have to.
They don't have to what?
I guess address anything.
I mean, they don't. They really don't. They don't. But again, if they don't, somebody saying "fuck you," cancel you, shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Now it's like you can't have it both ways. You can't say, "Oh, it's their fourth con. Y'all should stall them out. It's their fourth con." But they also don't have to respond. If they don't have to respond, then any criticism they get outside of you can't like any criticism after that is like somebody saying that this and this and this is wrong and fuck them and they and cancel them because like I'm sorry. I think I said it all backwards. But the point is, you can't have it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's either they had a shitty. It was shitty because they've only been around for 4 times, right? It's shitty because they only been around 4 times, right? Or they don't have to respond to this shit, and then the person can the person can say whatever the fuck they want, because your response to them saying it's only the 4th is the response to them to somebody saying y'all fucked up, canceled it. So which one is it? So it's like it's one of those things. It's like, as a business owner, I would not want to sell this amount of tickets. Remember, I did that before. I didn't think we sold, was it 200 tickets when we was at the Bra, and then when we was at whatchamacallit, we sold 100, almost damn near 200 tickets then too. That space is only supposed to hold about 100 people, and it had a wrestling ring in it, so that takes away a lot of space. And we packed that place and had the doors open, and were still people trying to get in. And I didn't hear no, I want my money back. You want to know why I didn't hear that? Because even if somebody did say, the few times somebody said, hey, I wasn't able to come, I said, hey, I'll send you a comp ticket for the next show. And that's what I do. I'll give you a comp ticket for the front row next show. Easy. Because they wanted to have a good time. That's the reason why they paid for the ticket. Give them a good time.
Sorry, they weren't finished with their
Who?
I Am Waves. Okay, so after he said, but for real, this is their 4th convention, and at the end of the day, they don't have to have this convention, but they did for a place for Black individuals to come together. You cannot make everyone happy. No one told her to wait 4 hours for one group. That's how every concert and convention goes. You may get a chance to see them, you may not.
See, here's the thing.
That's how it's been. So what's the point of the platinum?
Here again, yeah. And it's also like, when you use that, when she bought the ticket, did it say card subject to change? one of the tricks wrestling companies use is when they advertise somebody who ends up having to pull out or something happens to them, card is subject to change. That means you're buying this ticket on your own whim. I guarantee you they did not have any literature saying card subject to change, con subject to change. Then what he says is valid, but I guarantee you that they didn't have that, because you wouldn't be able to sell tickets, because then they'll say everybody from RDC is coming, and then let's say something happens with all of those dudes and they can't show up, and then now none of them guys are there, and even though it's their con, none of those guys are there. What are you going to do then? Some people are coming just to see them dudes. That's a bullshit answer. It's give them what they paid for, or give them a refund. There is no in between. Oh, there's all that in between shit. All that. Well, nobody told her to. She paid for something that was advertised for the con. Take it. Anything other than that is you dick riding them. Like I will get on camera and tell him that. No disrespect. Anything other than that, you're dick riding them. Everybody fucks up. It is okay to say that they fucked up. They need to acknowledge, damn. Obviously, the truth is like you said, you can't please everyone. But you also cannot say these people are going to be here, and they did come. And this is the amount of tickets we're going to sell for these. And if in order to get to this person, to these people, you have to buy a VIP, and that guarantees you to see them better. You got reports of people cutting in line, nobody correcting them. At that point, everything that person has to say is invalid. Now, if she bought if let's say those people are only going to be there for 4 hours, and they sold 400. Let's say they sold 400 VIPs, and they were only able to allow 300. Those 100 VIPs either need to be comped to something else or refund. Like there ain't no if or a but. She paid for that. Unfortunately, she couldn't see that. You know what? You comp her. She's gonna be mad because she wanted that. But unfortunately, now if there was no cutting and it was organized, and that happened to her, now you can't please everybody. But in this situation, you got reports of people cutting in line. You got reports of people going ahead of people that didn't have those tickets.
Have reports of people that were registered for the event suddenly unregistered.
Oh yeah, so it's like when you have those issues, it's not on the consumer. It is the person that's selling. So you cannot use. If you go nobody told her she 4 hours, and that's why she waited for 4 hours, because that's what she paid for. That's what she fucking paid for. That's like saying I bought a ticket to the Super Bowl. That's why I was going to do that skit.
Is this all recorded?
This is all recorded. That's like I buy a ticket to the Super Bowl. I get in line in order to get into the Super Bowl, right? And it gets to a point where like the Super Bowl is already happening. I'm still in line, and I was in line on time. It gets to a point where the Super Bowl ends, and I didn't even get into the building. You're getting your money back. That would never happen. Granted, but that's the logic they're using.
And I'm like,
that logic don't make sense. I paid tickets for the Super Bowl, right?
It's like customer service is out the window.
Oh, actually, yeah. Actually, here's a better.
I'm like, y'all, we all.
They're playing it like I went to the Super Bowl. I paid for tickets for the Super Bowl, right? This is how they're playing it. I bought tickets for the Super Bowl before I knew who was going to be in it. But because I'm a Cowboys fan, I just know that the Cowboys are going to go be in the Super Bowl. And it comes to that the Cowboys didn't even make it to playoffs. And I bought tickets to go to the Super Bowl to see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. They're acting like that girl bought tickets to see the Cowboys in the Super Bowl, and the Cowboys didn't even get a chance to to the playoffs. That's how they're acting. And the reality is, she paid tickets to be. What she did was she bought tickets to be in the box seats. And when she got up to the box seats, it were full, and there were people in there who did not have tickets for box seats.
Yeah.
So she got pushed out. So you know what? Pay her money the fuck back.
Yeah.
That's what happened to her. She's not the Cowboys fan. She's the person that bought the box tickets, and then they got pushed out. That's what needs to happen. And again, unfortunately, it's crazy. This situation is such an easy situation to fix.
Yeah.
Hey, let me find. We already know what her profile is. Let me get in her inbox. Hey, I'm Blase Blas from RDC. I'm Blase Blas from DreamCon. Is there a chance you can get on a talk, or what's the best time I can talk to you? Hey, we're sorry what happened to you. We're going to take what you said into consideration. Do you have any more critiques for us? Blase, let her air her shit out. Listen. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to comp you your tickets. We're going to give you back the difference for the VIP ticket for the regular ticket. You just attended the con. Here you go. Here's your regular ticket.
Yeah.
Now here's the extra money, which is probably like an extra $100, right? That, like, it's $100, and she's still gonna be disappointed, but at least she got something back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure we had a situation where somebody was like, we bought VIP tickets and we didn't get something. I gave them a VIP ticket for the next show, and they came. Like, come on, like that is that simple.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's is on a smaller scale because I don't 6,000 to 22. That is still crazy, and I understand when a situation like that happens, there's going to be mayhem. But it is still you. It is either you adjust and you adjust fire, or you're gonna get killed. I'm sorry, this is military lingo. You adjust fire, or you're gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? You're expecting everybody to come up the road, but unfortunately, you got people coming through the forests too. So you're gonna have to do the road, forest, everything. You got to do what you can do. You're not gonna be able to get everybody. Understand? You're not, like he said, you're not gonna be able to what's the word?
Please.
You're not gonna be able to please everybody. Everybody's not gonna be pleased. But there is stuff that has less to do with them being pleased. It has more to do with your fuck up. Like if I went to the con and I was expecting blank at the con, right? I was like, if we went to BlurCon and I'm expecting DJ Senpai to do turntables this year, because last year he fucked up. He didn't show up. That's just me expecting him to be there. If he wasn't there and I was just expecting him to be there, that's on me. But if it's advertised that DJ Senpai is going to be there, and the reason why I'm buying a ticket for the late night show or whatever, and he doesn't show up, or there's somebody else who replaces him, comp me.
Yeah. Because
I wanted to see him. I didn't care about the person in the middle. You know what I'm saying? That's like me buying a ticket for DMX and Ja Rule showing up. Mm-hmm. No! I wanted DMX! The fuck? Don't tell me like, oh, you shouldn't have waited. It's a rap concert. Anybody can show up.
Enjoy the experience.
Well, I wanted the experience that I paid for, not the experience that you want to give me. Don't sell me an experience and then take the experience and say, well, there's a bunch of other shit you could have done. Mm-hmm. Fuck out of here. Like, my man said I had different, I had panels and we had situations, but you know what? They didn't have to do it. They're doing it for black people. Yeah. You know, you want to, one of the hardest things for black people to do is to have some shit, right? And it's in order for a black person to have some shit like black wrestling. I got black wrestling, right? And instead of taking the critique, because I get critiques, and I'm okay with getting critiques. Instead of taking a critique, I take it personal or make excuses. Yeah. What? You want an apple?
No,
Abel's Binky.
Oh, okay.
It's the green one, but his white one should be with mommy. I forgot what I was saying. Just
You said it's very hard for
black people already have it hard because you're black.
Yeah.
So you're going to you already know there are going to be people that want you to fail.
Yeah.
Black people and white people. You already know that's coming, right? You already know that. So you have to be twice as good. That whole spiel. You have to be this. We already know that. Black people, black business owners, a lot of black business owners have a problem with this. When they get critiqued, they take it personal instead of saying, "Oh, this is an opportunity to get better."
Yeah.
Imagine if I took my first two critiques the way Fight Club would not exist. My belt would be on my wall right now. That wouldn't even be a thing. It would just be a piece of metal that I got created.
Yeah.
If I had taken my first couple of critiques, bad. No, you take it and you run with it. Okay, this is what I can make better. This is how I can book it better. This is how I can tell a story better. This is how I can do this and this and this and this better. That's all it is. And too many of us are saying we need to protect them at all costs, and instead of like holding them accountable, because what ends up happening is when you don't hold people fucking accountable, they keep getting away with it, and then it will turn to shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, again, I guarantee you, we didn't say nothing, if nobody said nothing about what was going on at BlurCon with the cosplay,
Yeah.
it would have just kept happening.
Yeah.
It would have just kept happening. And he would have keep letting it happen, and regardless of what anybody said. You got people who people who built their whole shits, and then you got people who buy theirs, and then they win the cosplay contest.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And it's the very same people that critiqued BlurCon for letting that white girl win that is like standing for what went on at DreamCon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people went to BlurCon for like the same expectations like with DreamCon. They wanted to see people.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to see a white girl win a black cosplay and be the face of BlurCon.
Yeah.
That's not what people went to BlurCon for, so they made noise about it.
Yeah.
This girl went to go see some bros, as well as
I don't even know who that even is, but
I have no idea either. As well as support a black con, because she even said like she wanted to support a black con.
yeah.
She supported a black con, but also didn't like get to meet or see the people she was there for.
Mm-hmm.
So like how people didn't want to see a white cosplayer win a black cosplay contest.
Mm-hmm.
Like she didn't go to DreamCon just to be shut out of the room of the people she wanted to see.
Yeah.
But for some reason it's different. It's different now. They don't have to address it.
Oh, so it's. I don't think it's different. I just
BlurCon?
think flat out that people are. It's the meat riding thing, and if you tell somebody they meat riding is, and then they're gonna get offended, like, but that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's y'all. You guys do this for everything. You guys do this everything. I remember when the Black Panther stuff was going on. Hey, I know y'all love Black Panther, and Black Panther is great and all, and it's important because we about to get a whole black cast and black everything. That's dope. But understand that $1 billion that y'all are about to give Marvel is not coming back around to black people. So what you need to do is take some of that energy, I'm saying a little bit of that energy, and put it into black creators. Like black comic book creators. Because you do understand that like we got shut out the same way in like the music industry and all. You understand that's a thing. Like you don't even have to know the history of the comic book community to know immediately black people got shut out, because that's just that was the culture of this country. And instead of just saying, oh, I understand what you're saying. No, you hating on Stan Lee. Stan Lee the GOAT. Stan Lee this. Stan Lee that. Stan Lee created, Stan Lee put his thing on the line, blah, 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 blah. Dude, we're not talking about that. But what I'm asking you to do, we're talking about everything, every time and it's every single time. What I'm asking you to do is to take a little bit of the energy that you have for Stan Lee and Black Panther and to put it into indie black comics. Go buy a black comic book from somebody who isn't hired by somebody white. Man, you just hating on Black Panther. Listen, go take a smidget of your money and put it into a black comic book creator. It's like, bro, do you understand what you see what you're doing right now? It's funny because I just saw something yesterday on TikTok about Africa, about what's going on with Africa. I was like, one of the dudes was like flat out. He said, if y'all really truly want to get rid of colonialism, get rid of the borders, because the borders that are in Africa came from Europe. Those are European borders. They literally had a map of Africa, and each person, they had their own like generals or whatever sitting around the table, and they all carved up Africa that this is my part, this is my part, this is your part. Kill the fucking borders. Kill the borders. And what happened was Nigeria cut off Niger's electricity. You don't give a fuck about this continent. You don't give a fuck. You just want the white man's money. You want the white man's approval. Just say it. It's the same. It's the same thing with the. It's literally the same thing about everything with the comic books and shit. And I watched that video with the dude who said his family had a bus company before integration in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. His family had something like 1,000 fucking buses, and then once the integration came, black people ditched their family and started riding white people's the buses for the companies for the white people or whatever, and they shit capsized because they were for black people, and then black people was like they saw black people they saw other people's other black people's stuff. I don't want the black people shit. I want white people shit. White people shit is better. It's the same. That's the same mentality with the comic books, with this DreamCon shit. It's the same thing. It's the same fucking thing. Like it's actually it's not with the DreamCon. I can take that one back. DreamCon is a whole nother thing. It's black people black people protect. It's like black people. DreamCon is like black people protecting Bill Cosby. That's what it is. That's like I'm not DreamCon. DreamCon, none of those guys are rapists or anything. It's just like you're protecting it. You're protecting it irrationally.
Yeah.
Like you do understand. Like in general, you can turn them into a fucking monster.
Yeah, it's so weird because it's like businesses, customer service. Like we've worked customer service, and this is how they respond to like an angry customer. They want that support back. But y'all are saying DreamCon shouldn't make efforts to make sure that the people that support them still support them in the end?
Mm-hmm.
Even if they had a bad time? Like, they shouldn't make no attempts.
No attempts.
That's crazy. But it's like Amazon, Walmart, Target, McDonald's, all these businesses owned by billionaires apply that method. So you think you'd want to repeat it too?
Yeah. You know how many times did Amazon that gave me some free shit?
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow. Okay. Like, they just gave me some free shit because they messed up.
Yeah. Chewy. I remember they I think they had skipped out on one of my orders. I paid for it, I never got the money. They gave me an extra bag to like make up for like missing my auto ship. That's
how it works.
Yeah.
That's customer service.
Yeah, so you think DreamCon and all these other businesses that because it's clear they want to be millionaires like
I mean, they're already millionaires. So that's part of the reason why they're untouchable. Those guys from those RDC dudes, they're already millionaires. They're already millionaires. So they like that's why they can respond the way that they did. It's like, okay, well,
I'm untouchable, you're nobody.
Essentially.
But that's so.
It's a bad business model.
Yeah.
And that's why like. And hopefully in 20 years you're still around. But if you're not around in 20 years, part of the reason would be because of the way you reacted to criticism.
Not surprised.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if there are less people at the next convention, that sort of shows.
Well,
Like if 2200 came this year, but then next year 18, then it's like, yeah, you lost people because you weren't willing to like see your attendees as human.
yeah.
You just saw them as numbers.
Yep. That's how it goes, and that's how you That's how you kill yourself. I mean, that's how you kill your whole business. Right there. Not. Oh. Again, I still maintain the fact that the only reason why people responded to that girl the way they did is because of what she looks. Has nothing to do with what she said. Because if she looked like Ariana Grande, there'd be so many black men like, oh yeah, she was bad. Yeah. I just know it.
Like,
These niggas-
you know it's gonna take. All it takes is for.
Oh, you remember what happened with BlurCon, right? The girl who worked at the woman who worked on the Spider-Man movie. She said she's not coming back because of like I'm not coming back. Like why would I come back? Why would I come back? Ain't nobody's coming down here. You put me in a spot that there's nobody. Like she said she's never coming back. I bet you he fold. I bet you
You think
they'll
he-
contact her and be like, "Or do you want to come back this year?" She's like, "No, I don't want to come back. I don't want a free table either. No. Why would I want a free table? Because of what you
They probably refunded her table because apparently she bought like 5 tables or something like that.
Jesus Christ, really?
And she ended up, when they put her back upstairs, she only ended up having just 1 table. So I'm wondering if they refunded her those tables if she made enough noise.
I'm sure, but I mean, again, it's the same thing. I told somebody, I was like, Cree Summer. So Cree Summer got ignorant for 2 seconds, and they shaped up fast. People were taking pictures of her. They were doing all that extra stuff. Like, no, you're supposed to come through the line, take a picture, pay me. That's how it's supposed to go. You're not supposed to come up to the thing and take pictures. They put extra security right where she was, so people couldn't take pictures. They put up signs, you can't take pictures. Like that whole being humble and going through the right channels crap don't work. I showed you with my UPS package, right?
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing for. I was being humble. I hit them up. I was like, hey, I have a package that went through customs, and it's been sitting there for a week. Nothing. The moment I started talking about that shit on Facebook, on Twitter, the moment I started like hitting up like managers and whatever and USPS, because you could just find those people on the internet. They hit me up almost immediately.
Yeah.
The moment I filed a $400 claim, they hit immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, we found your package and it's on its way. Why didn't you guys hit me up 2 weeks ago when I said something? You know why?
And it was the same thing with Kablam.
Yeah.
I sent them an email 10 days after our order asking, what's the status, how's it going, radio silence, until like the very next, since last night or the night before, where I was talking about like on their page with another customer being like, I ain't got my package, they haven't contacted me since last month, I've done this, and this, and then they hit me up today, being like, oh, what's your order number, and message us on Facebook.
Yeah,
I did all that.
You have to be it. Well, it says ignorant, but you have to be. You have to put your foot down.
Yeah.
You have to, because if you don't, they will ignore you and get away with it.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, good for her for saying cancel, because then that's when they started listening.
They wouldn't have listened if she didn't say that. I said that to somebody too. I said you do understand. Like they wouldn't have listened to her if she was just talking about her experience.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have listened. Nobody. It wouldn't have gone viral.
People wouldn't have paid attention or even brought it up.
Yeah.
So it's like, y'all are mad because her method worked when it came to complaining, but y'all won't do the very same method to benefit yourselves and the things that you enjoy.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, why for the 3rd years this still happening? Cause y'all won't say nothing.
Don't say nothing.
Y'all don't want to ripple any water or whatever, so you stay quiet and whisper about it, and then still wonder why shit's still happening.
That's been my whole thing. You have to. If you don't speak up for yourself, nobody's gonna speak up for you. That's just what it is. What
But then
it
it's
is.
like when people speak up for you, you're mad that they didn't speak up in a way that you approved of.
Like fuck that shit, bro. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It's that simple. Taking it to the point where it's like, oh, nobody told her to stay in line that long. Okay, bro, you're dick riding. I'm sorry. No disrespect, you're dick riding. Like what else am I supposed to call this? Because it's not logic. It's not logic. What else are we gonna call this? Because it's not what you're trying to make it out to be.
Like, as much as a shit Jeff Bezos and a lot of those billionaire companies are, they're willing to like bend over backwards to make sure you're a repeated customer.
Yeah, that's how they get their money.
Yeah, that's how they got.
So here's the thing: they themselves fuck up too.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, so it's like they themselves fuck up too. So it is what it is on that front, but. Doing that thing where we don't.
Like, it's gonna have to take like allegations for people to be like, oh man, Dreamcon had problems. Like, Orlando, let mommy use the bathroom. Give her a minute.
Oh, he isn't here. Okay.
He's so quiet.
Yeah, he's super quiet. It's my boy.
Jay Prince made a response
To?
to I Am Waves. You wanna hear it?
Sure. See? Off Bucks. I didn't know they had it. I thought they canceled it. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. That's a problem for I Am Waves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a problem for you. You should have had more people at your panel. Like, I don't know if they count who goes to what panel, but that's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if I want to go to Namiware's panel,
Yeah.
and I can't fucking find it, like, it's not because I haven't looked. It's because everything is disorganized. Everything got moved. You should have a person on standby that knows everything, or they at least got a book that says, oh, okay, they moved it to room FB. Like,
Yeah.
you can keep changing. Like that off the box. Oh, damn, I don't know. I thought they got canceled. Like, he just told him everything he needed to hear.
Yeah.
You could have had more people, but because they're having issues, they need to fix.
You lost out.
You lost out.
DreamCon did not lose out because they got their money.
They got their money.
But you lost out on possible more fans.
Or anything that would help you out.
Yeah, and you lost out on it, but you're settled for it because you like DreamCon. But it's apparently they didn't like you.
Like, not that they didn't like them. Is that they are inexperienced, and you cuddling them with the whole, oh well, they are inexperienced and we should just stall them out. Well, then you need to stall out the people who are angry. It's the same thing. Stall them out too. But you don't want to stall them out. Y'all just want to dogpile. I hate people who do that dogpiling shit. Like, I don't have no respect for people who
It's like people are
dogpile.
like, oh, she took it too far with canceling DreamCon. I'm like, what are you talking about? They
What
announced-
is she?
Like,
What is she going? How is she going? Explain to me how she's going to cancel DreamCon.
yeah. I'm like,
Show me how.
Like at the very end of Sunday, they announced that they're going to be back next year. But y'all are talking about you're still talking about how she went too far about canceling DreamCon. Like, it wasn't going to get canceled. Y'all are like kidding yourselves.
No, the reason why they're angry and the reason why they reacted the way that they did is because she's a fat black girl. That's the reason why.
She's not fat. She just has a fat face.
She's a fat faced black girl. She's a dark skinned fat faced black girl, and she's not conventionally attractive. That's the reason why. And I you can't tell me otherwise. I see how people treat people. You can't tell me otherwise. If she looked like Kylie Jenner, nobody would have said shit. Nobody would have said shit.
Because people all the time tell me I'm fat, and I'm like, it's just because of my face. My face is round.
I mean,
I got a pancake face.
I wouldn't know. I'm just saying the reason why.
Yeah.
It's about how she looks, and it's always like that. It's like it's the same thing with like what's her name? Not long ago, what's that basketball player's wife? What's it? This is a basketball player. His wife was talking about colorism. And like they were trying so hard to like, we need to have a discussion about colorism because she dealt with colorism and blah blah blah. I was like, y'all only care because she's light skinned.
Yeah.
If she was a dark skinned girl, y'all would have told her to shut the fuck up and keep it moving.
Okay, I'm a play.
Oh, go ahead.
I was looking for your title. I didn't even know if they still had it. I thought they canceled it. But let's get back on topic.
That is topic. That's fucking hilarious. I don't think he did that on purpose, but that's like, nigga.
Like you got screwed over.
Yeah.
This happened. I think the conversation is important to have. It should have been had. And it's great that they kind of addressed it, but to address the exact concerns would have been just even better for them to reassure people who want to come to future events. Even the girl who made it was a video. She said she would go again, but she's a little put off due to how she expressed.
And she has every right.
Now I'm pretty sure a good 10% of the people who went to this con did not enjoy the con like everyone else was saying, and they feel like that's what he said of canceling, but felt like it was unorganized and it could have been done a little better. Criticism is not being called for cancellation.
Exactly.
So people are just criticizing all the King's video, and not everybody agrees to cancel. I ain't gonna lie.
Fair and valid. I don't believe it should be canceled. It's not.
Nobody's saying
it.
it.
There was not a threat of it being canceled.
There was never a threat of it being canceled. Y'all just only care about that blur because she caught you guys off. She made y'all look. Made you look. Slave to a page, a haram book.
The only threats DreamCon would have ever had of being canceled is if any of the celebrities there had such a bad time like how she did.
Yeah.
And they said some shit about canceling DreamCon because of how they were treated.
Yeah.
But y'all are taking this 22-year-old that barely has a presence on the internet to be like, she's gonna cancel DreamCon. Be real. Come on now. Like,
That's why I made the video.
Like,
that's the only reason I made the video. Otherwise, I would have just left it alone.
Like y'all.
But it was like you guys are stupid.
Y'all aren't listening to her in the first place, so what makes you think she has the power to cancel when none of y'all are listening?
Like
y'all would have listened if it was
she hit y'all
Corey
below the belt.
Kenshin.
Of course.
If it was Corey Kenshin that had the same complaints she had, you would then listen and be like, yeah, DreamCon's canceled. But she's not even at that level. But y'all making it seem like she is.
Yeah. I don't think they're over reacting because of the way she looks. Legit, that's the reason why. There's no other reason. Like I can't even think of one why you guys would even take that shit serious.
But my thing is, instead of canceling volunteer,
is this I'm Waves?
Yeah. But my thing is, instead of canceling volunteer or do this to help with it going better next year. No, oh wait. But my thing is, instead of canceling volunteer, the volunteers themselves were like, fuck this. I'm walking off, so why would you volunteer if that's how it was this year?
That's such a weird thing to say to somebody. That's like, you didn't like this blank, 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 so what you should do is work for free.
Yeah. You should work for free.
Again, Iron Waves is saying and doing that because he is in the industry. He's trying to be a voice actor, so he can't say something negative that'll get that'll end up with
Like,
something negative happening with him.
He probably has.
He's an intelligent individual, and I've listened to him speak, and I've listened to him talk about things. He's not an idiot.
Yeah. No.
What he's saying right now is just to protect them, because that might be his bag in the future.
Yeah.
So it's like how some people try to like latch on to Everett. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
How some people try to latch on to Black Sands. Same thing. That's all he's doing. Because it doesn't make it like, bro. If somebody says this is bad, you need to fix it, and I'm mad right now because I spent $1,000.
Yeah.
And now I didn't get to see what I want. And your response is, well, you shouldn't have waited 4 hours. You should have cut in front of the line like everybody else. No, they should have had people holding up the line like every other con does. People checking badges, help, staff, people they pay. They should have had that. Fuck all that. Like what you're doing is you're gaslighting essentially, because you know what I'm saying. Like he didn't have to say nothing, but he probably needed content, so he decided to talk about it. But he's an intelligent person. Like he's not an idiot like I know like some people are like on TikTok. Like he's not dumb. So him saying this, I'm kind of taking it like, oh, you're just saying this because you this might be your meal ticket at one point. So
Yeah.
I understand.
But to say to volunteer though and make the con better.
That is so.
Like, what power do you think volunteers have, especially if it's just one volunteer?
You can't even. No, it's not even. That is an insane thing to say in general, because it's like, why? I am a consumer. I'm a consumer. I am consuming this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I tasted Fruit Loops, and y'all Fruit Loops is a little stale, and y'all it's too sugary. You know what? Instead of buying Fruit Loops, you should come work for Fruit Loops for free.
And give us your free opinion about how to make Fruit Loops better. No charge.
Out of here. That's such a wild thing to say. Oh God.
If you have any complaints, work for us for free.
And you can help it be better.
Yeah. That's like internship.
It's like it's probably
internship.
seen like that because it's a community thing, and you should always try to make your community better, and you shouldn't have to always be paid to make your community better. But not in this case. 6,000 to 2,200 people, you could every ticket that you made, you can like take $2 out that bitch and hire a staff.
Yeah. And that's not even with the sponsors.
Hire staff. We're not even talking about people who already volunteer. Hire staff. You take all the people that you hire that are there for money, who are there for a paycheck. They're not just gonna walk off.
Also, like that's
you have a captain for every station, everywhere, and every organizer. Then you pair those captains with volunteers. And
it's like a couple weeks ago we were complaining about Anime Expo having 60,000 people there waiting in line in the sun.
And their response was not nearly the same.
Yeah, and people were like, "Fuck it, I'm not doing that. I'm not." If I saw that line at Anime Expo that was gonna have me outside for 4 hours in the sun, and then when you get inside, it's even a longer wait. We're like, I'm not going. I'm never not going to Anime Expo because of that crowd. And then people were talking about how it's a security issue and how it's like a health hazard. Same thing with effing DreamCon. Apparently people were bum rushing to events, and people are talking about like how they got stepped on and things like that.
That's how you get sued.
Yeah, and
so you should listen.
So
somebody needs. I hope they got an adult.
So it's also like a security issue.
They gonna get sued.
Cause like people were running.
I'm telling you right now, if I went and I got stepped on and I said, hey, I got stepped on, what you gonna do about it? And you don't do shit about it, I'm suing you. I got bum rushed. And where were your security? The funny thing is, if I sue them, the truth of the matter is, it won't even come from them. It would come from their insurance. Whatever they pay for their insurance, most likely the insurance would be upward of $100 million. So I probably can sue them for like $1 million, and I would get probably half of that $1 million. So like that's such a dumb thing. That's such a it's
like that's
what insurance is for, by the way.
Like they're not even thinking about the like, oh, running and like running to these events and just cramming themselves in there to be the first ones in. Like, how is that not a health hazard?
I don't think they care.
But
again,
but it apparently takes more than 4 conventions to realize that's a health hazard.
you don't need that much.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need more than maybe like your 3rd convention to like start figuring out. Well, their first 6,000. Because like the first couple of conventions were only in the hundreds. Their last one before this one was 6,000. So it was like, it's like, how are you not thinking of security? How are you not thinking about a health hazard having all those people if there's no organization? Like people just probably just love the chaos. Like Lou said, like Chaos Con, where schedules are all over the place. You know, prices of tickets are up and down. Registration is up and down. We call it Chaos Con, where there's freaking no rules.
Yeah, people gonna get raped. I'm gonna grab every cosplayer that shows up because it's Chaos Con. I definitely should do that skit.
It's such a ridiculous con. So work for us for free to make it better. Instead of
Well, I mean, he don't really work for them, but like, that's his interpretation. I think he's just saying that just to stop the conversation at all. Because, I mean, what else are you going to say after that? Not much. What are you going to say? Oh. I think he's just saying it to stop the conversation. Because, I mean, he already said something that was super ridiculous. I was like, nah. I keep arguing with you guys all day. That one dude who's trying to argue with me about you, I was just like, oh, yeah, you always right. Uh-huh, yeah, you right. Yup, it's a stupid joke. Like, I don't care what you think, man. Like, bro. You arguing with people on the internet over some billionaires that you're never gonna meet. Or you might meet them, you just won't.
That reminded me when you were talking about like how he's just speaking up for DreamCon and like how people speak up for Black Sands and Everett.
Yeah.
It's like those annoying people that speak up for Apple thinking they're gonna get picked.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get picked by saying or trying to stop people from robbing from Apple. Like.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about those people?
Yeah.
Yeah, those people are fucking annoying.
Like they're not gonna pick you because you stopped a robber from taking away. Like,
the funny thing about it, you remember that video of those 2 black girls walking out the TJ Maxx, and then the second black girl got grabbed by the white dude. He got sued because those girls had actually purchased those bags, and it just looked like they were stealing them, but they weren't. So that's why you should first of all mind your business.
Yeah.
Second of all, yeah, go ahead, put your hands on somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. And that's all's gonna happen is you're gonna get sued.
And it's also like Apple isn't going to pay for your hospital bill if you get shot or dead in the face.
Yeah, like we didn't ask you to do that.
Yeah, that's exactly how they're gonna. We didn't ask you to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you for saving our products from being stolen, but we didn't ask you to
be a hero.
To be a hero.
I seen a video earlier of a white girl stopping a guy running from the police, and I was just sitting there like, you did all of that. What if that dude had a knife and like you tackled him and you fell on the knife? Now you're dead. Now you're hurt.
Gravely injured.
Gravely injured because you wouldn't mind your own business.
And now you got a hospital bill to pay all by yourself. The cops aren't going to pitch in. They I don't know. But I doubt the cops are going to raise money for your medical care.
They're not. They're going to give you a key to the city and say thank you, and that's going to be it. All this talking. That shit is funny, though. Work for them for free in order to make it better. What? What you say to me? Did you just talk about my mama? I think you just talking about my mama. No, I'm saying, no, you just talked about my mom, bro. I think you should shut up. That's such a weird thing to say, bro.
Yeah.
That guy's an intelligent guy, so I don't know why he would say such a thing.
Like imagine that when it came to him criticizing Black Sands. Well, instead of like, you should volunteer your voice to make sure the voice acting for Black Sands is better. When people are saying like, oh man, the voice acting's corny. You shouldn't be doing auditions. Just actually pay for the voice actors that you want. Man, that's such ridiculous. Maybe you should volunteer your voice for free to make it better. Same thing.
Yeah.
Like he even said, nah, that's $350. If I'm gonna use my voice to speak to you online.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand the whole like he's just trying to like have a
He's not going. Yeah.
possible spot.
Yeah.
If he could get like good connection through DreamCon.
Yeah. He had a whole thing where he said he's not coming back until he's on a thing. And I was sitting here thinking, I was like, you know what? I'll keep you in mind if I decide to do any animations.
Mm.
Right? But now I'm kind of like, I mean, you don't need me. You already got your own thing going on. But I'm like, bro, it's like when I found out that Hulk Hogan was racist. It was like all these years I used to think he was black because you used to walk around with that hot dog brown skin. And the whole time you just don't like black people.
Hot dog brown skin.
I mean that's the color of his skin.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. That's funny.
God damn.
Hot dog brown skin. But yeah, that was funny how he slipped that in there. For real, bro. I thought they canceled your panel.
And that's a part of the problem right there. Like, black people just need to learn how to take critique.
Yeah.
We have a hard time with that because I don't know why, but it might just be a ego thing.
If anything, I've seen most of this drama about critiques when it comes to black men.
Yeah. But again, it's just an ego thing. But I've never seen. I don't know, man. I told what's her name. I said was it Morgan Fair, whatever her name was on TikTok. I forgot her name. And she bought a box full of anime, and I said something along the lines of like, how much of that is by black people? Cause she be talking about more black representation, and like I got like a snarky reply, but I can't remember whether it was her or someone else, but it pissed me off, and I just deleted my comment and unfollowed her. It was like, dude, like, you talk about wanting to have black representation, but you don't do anything to help black representation. Like, you know how you do that, right? There's only one way to do it. Nobody's telling you to support Black Saiyans. They're just saying, hey.
And no one's telling you to stop buying manga.
Yeah. I said something along the lines of like, whenever I buy one manga, I make sure I buy 2 comic books from black people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I said, and somebody gave me a snarky ass comment. I was just like, and I think she liked it. Oh yeah, she liked it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I deleted the comment and I just unfollowed her. It was like, okay, that's like wild.
Yeah. I mean, I have that mindset too. Like for every, like, cause it's hard enough to avoid buying a white product. You're always going to buy a white product, even if you're trying not to.
Yeah.
So
you can't do anything about it.
So if you have a chance to buy a black product, why not take that chance?
I just think you're too much from the islands, also.
Yeah. Because was like just mundane things like buying soap is gonna be from a white person.
Yeah.
Buying T-shirts, that's gonna be from a white-owned company.
Yeah.
Like,
That's kind of why the T-shirts that I wanted to do, and when you were trying to, like, what you just make the T-shirt. Now you make the T-shirt design, and I'll do the design. I was trying to make sure, like, it was part of the reason I want to do this. I want to make sure that the T-shirt design is good, not just put my logo on it and say, hey, if you want a Afro-Nomenon shirt, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all that. Now, I want it to be good.
yeah.
I was telling Gerald too, like, Gerald motherfucking ass with all that, he does, what's that shit called? He likes doing designs, like, designing clothes and stuff. I said, if you want to design clothes, you have to do it the right way. Like, there's a right and a way, there's a right way and a wrong way, my guy. Like, and I showed him, I gave him companies and stuff like that will do his designs, like do prototypes for his designs. I'm not sure if he followed up on them, and it's all Chinese though, but at least it's a start.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, China. If you get something made, it's going to be from China anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
So fighting that is not even a good thing, you know. China or Pakistan somewhere.
I remember a while ago we used to get a lot of stuff from Mexico, like made in Mexico. And then suddenly it was just everything became made in China. I'm like, what happened? They probably just was like it's cheaper overseas.
It's way cheaper in China.
Because I remember a lot
The
of
people
things
I bought the
being made in
Eva
Mexico.
T-shirt from are actually the shirts right here, the Able shirts. They said that the shirts are real trip. Like the shirts are like $1 here in China, like a American dollar. Like they ain't shit here in China. What we have to pay, what we making you pay that extra $8 for is the actual paint and the process of making the shirt. And I'm just sitting here like, y'all, they got me.
Because the machines make the shirt.
Yeah, the machines make the.
The machines also make the designs.
I mean, the machine makes the designs and the stuff like that, but the ink and the machines itself, that's a cost.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're paying for the speed and all this other shit.
Yeah.
So
Convenience and things like that.
yeah, it still is annoying because I still think they got me. Like, I gotta sell those Able T-shirts for like $25 in order to actually make anything above like a 50% markup. But that's the only way. But it is what it is. I didn't, you know, that's why I was looking at that T-shirt that you said, the Junji Ito one that you got.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna do something. It's gonna be ill like that. Every time we do something, it has to look ill. I don't want to do something that's, what's the word? Just you can just eat like that Eva T-shirt. I know people was looking at that shit. They might not like know who the character is, but that's an ill ass T-shirt. That's an ill ass drawing. So the T-shirt is even iller. So I just know. Like when we get to like a Ace one or like I want that Ace one without the Anarchies being hurt. So like Ace in that same situation, like, oh, you don't got it up here no more. You know the little drawing, the last Ace drawing you did when Anarchies is all fucked up, and Ace is like,
Oh.
that just Anarchy is not fucked up. Like you just use Ace like he's like about to mess somebody up.
I could totally just erase Anarchius and just have Ace there.
And make it look like you can do something like with the eyes on the front and on the back you put the Ace like he's about to. I'm saying like stuff like that was an ill ass drawing, so that would be an ill ass T-shirt. You just gotta design it in a way where it'll be ill. Like, don't just sell people. Like I think like just don't put a thing that says, you know. I love Gerald, but like he put like Space to Cadet in their stuff, like because that's the brand he's trying to make. So yeah.
I mean, I feel like some animes have like the title of their animes on their shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Naruto does that too. It's like it's just Naruto and it's a drawing of Naruto in a mundane ass pose. Like yeah, that's of course that's a thing. That's just. I just want to make sure it look good though. 'Cause, you know, black people like stuff that look good, and they may not know who the character is, but if it look ill, they'll buy it.
I was seeing like people do like anime interviews during DreamCon. I found a video that someone was like doing that wore Nami wears shirt of 10 pins doing interviews at DreamCon. I'm like, I know that shirt.
Yeah. I mean, that's also free.
Yeah.
What's the word?
Ad.
Advertisement.
These effing bots.
Bots from what?
From the Afronominon account.
Don't delete those. We paid for those. They're not gonna do nothing. Shit. I'm dead ass. We paid for. I wanted to see if that was a real company. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing I did with the other stuff on YouTube, where I paid for the stuff to see if it was real, and it was all just India.
Yeah.
It was like, bro.
Like. And it's like so weird. Like y'all don't even fake it, because you know most of your customers are not from India, so they're gonna notice like followers like Muhammad and Allah following them.
Allah is God.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like.
Oh fuck me! I just messed that
No,
up.
it's like if a white user was paying for advertisement, but then all their followers are like Indian, like you know something's up.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even find like a bunch of white fake bots to like match so that there's little suspicion.
No, you know, the $50 there for them is a lot of money. So when you give them that $50 for the, they said, well, like their promise was that they'll find people who like your content.
If anything, their services would be better if
It's a
they're
scam.
yeah, but their services would be better because all they do is just follow, and they don't even really like your video. It's weird because when you first click on a video that has like over 50 likes, the first thing that pops up is like 13 likes, and then it'll switch to 50. So it's like actually you're only getting 13 likes because those are the only things that register when you look into the activity into your activity box. You know, like the people who like your stuff. You'll only see like maybe 7 people actually like your stuff, but then when you click on the video, it's got 87 likes, but you never see it.
That's because the account, they don't. I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry.
You said it's because the account.
That's because TikTok know that there are people who are like making fake accounts and stuff. So they'll flag those accounts, but they won't shut them off because those accounts existing also helps TikTok. It's like, oh, we have this amount of users.
Yeah.
So
That helps their, I guess, like their sponsorship to be like, oh.
yeah, I mean everything.
Yeah.
They just end up making money from that. So. So at Facebook, don't really delete all the fake accounts like that.
Same thing with Instagram. Because I was saying, their services would be better if they wanted to be legit. If
they're not going to be legit. They're trying to make a quick buck.
yeah, I know. But if
They want you to sign up and forget.
Yeah.
That's what they want you to do.
Yeah.
But everybody don't do that now.
they're hoping that you're
Like-
they're hoping that you're more interested in the amount of followers that you have than the engagement.
No, I need the engagement. Fuck all the followers. The engagement is really what gets you.
That's why I was like, okay, like these accounts that has thousands of views and a couple hundred likes, like your services would be better if you added in copying the link and sharing it. But they don't do that.
No.
Like you don't even have to comment. You can just copy the link and share it. And you get more bang for your buck that way, but they don't do that. That's them breaking the system.
That's hilarious.
What movie was that? It was some movie where they did that, where it was like a little Asian girl.
Wait,
having a-
I think he has a funeral.
Oh, DJ. The DJ.
Yeah.
Jeez, I got 11 comments. Someone was super mad
Oh,
about me saying that AI is racist.
it is. It's like, oh, the people who did it's not that AI is racist. If we created Terminators right now, this if we created Terminators right now and we took all of the information that like ChatGPT know and put them in Terminators, and then we told ChatGPT to kill to neutralize all of the criminals.
Mm-hmm.
You know where he's gonna. You know you know who they're gonna kill. Us.
Mm-hmm.
AI is racist.
Yeah.
It's like.
SummerSlam drip ready, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get the gear ready, you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's anything about the Usos gear, you know, on these big matches, y'all know we dripped out over there, bro. Come on, man. They know what it is.
I understand that they Samoan, but it's still kind of like WWE lets everybody be a Negro except Negroes.
It's people, man. What's up? You know what I'm saying? It's my youngest son, Jace. Y'all probably seen him before, but you know, he kind of grew up now. I'm right here. Say hi. Yeet. Ready to see what your dad's gonna do this Saturday, bro? SummerSlam?
This single one got 3,000 people. 3,000.
Like, go ahead, go back in that video.
And 38 shares. Fuck. Just that image.
From what? Twitter?
No,
Dogs and kids,
TikTok.
man.
That woman saying AI isn't racist, and I responded to with that image. It just got 38 shares. 3,000 people. 333 likes.
Drip ready, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get the gear ready.
I didn't put no hashtags or nothing on that. It's also like 7 seconds, so it fits within the algorithm.
It's fucking hilarious.
I've been cracking up at your video at my response.
Oh. Yeah, he's just making a little bit of noise. You good? That's okay. I mean, a lot of people just they're not going to. They're not gonna care.
I feel like they know customer service because most of us have at least experienced customer service. Even you've experienced customer service. So it's like, y'all know how to make a disgruntled, unsatisfied customer, at the very least, content. And sure, not happy, but they can't say, well, you guys didn't do nothing. You know? Especially with this whole scandal with Lizzo and how the people were like, we just had to put up with it because that was a job security.
I was telling Austin earlier that the whole thing with Lizzo, I don't believe it. I don't quite believe it. And not in a way where I'm like victim blaming, but in a way where I think what happened is, well, first of all, Lizzo was young. She hired a bunch of people
She got too friendly.
and got too friendly. You cannot hang out with your coworkers. You can't hang out with the people that you hire.
Yeah.
Because what end up happening is, I bet you this is what happened really with the weird stuff that happened with like at the strip club. I bet you this is what happened. I bet you they're all getting drunk. They're all having fun, and Lizzo just decides, says something happens. She's like, oh yeah, eat the banana from the blank blank. Right? You heard about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the person did it, but they didn't want to do it, but they did it because Lizzo was telling them to do it.
Yeah.
So
It's the boss. I need
yeah.
to say yes.
It's called coercion.
Yeah.
I don't think her coercing those people had any malintent. I don't think it happens a lot with males too, like rappers. It didn't have malintent, but it doesn't matter because it came off like you have power over that person.
Yeah.
So you telling that person, regardless of how how drunk everybody is and how
Like,
everybody's having fun.
There's still a power dynamic.
It's their
Even
so
if
you
you're
need
all
to
drunk, you're
yeah.
all off of work.
Mhm.
There's still a power dynamic that you're the boss.
Yeah, you don't need to hang out with your with your employees anymore. It's part of the reason why bosses are the way they are.
Yeah.
Like you can't, because what happens is stuff like that happens, and now she's getting sued.
Yeah.
I know there's other stuff that happened that I'm pretty sure that's just learning.
But it's like they do that in the workplace by trying to believe that you guys are family.
No.
Like as a family, you would pick up another shift to help us out. And guilt trip you.
Yeah. Am I getting that rubbing?
Yeah.
Did you ever get that picture that I sent you on Twitter?
Through messages?
Yeah, from that other account.
I haven't been on there for a minute.
You be posting.
No, I haven't.
I mean, you don't be posting from there.
Bunch of effing bots.
From where?
Like,
On Twitter. That's what? Saving you?
no,
I mean, following you?
following me.
I don't care. I keep them joints. Help me out, Jay. Austin put him in here with the light on his face. The purple light is purple and red light is it's not as bright as blue. Here you go, What thing? What you talking about? What you talking about? Like,
Punching.
oh no, not the way they were doing it. That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the other thing.
They're punching. Yeah, like
The other
They're-
stuff
they're-
that's up at the top.
they're punching like this instead of just straightforward. But yeah.
I know. Nah, that's such a. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Like how I punch your back. Yeah. But you don't be having like cramps in your butt, so I don't.
That wasn't what I was talking about, but okay.
Your comment page?
No.
That was the only. I didn't see anything else.
Okay, maybe I removed it. Yeah, that's all. Kind of fucked myself there now.
Why don't you volunteer and try to be black
That's such a weird thing to say to somebody. It's like, bro,
I feel like that's the equivalent of saying a it sounds almost similar like, but I don't see you doing anything for the black community. Where it's like, whenever I bring up like racist depictions of black people in anime, it's like, what are you doing to put on representation and just complain about black characters in anime?
I'm pretty sure I have a comment.
It feels similar to that.
Damn.
Because it's like, they can't say, well, you make a business and you try to do that. And it's like, you have a wrestling business.
Yeah.
So you have,
No, I'd be hoping people say something. All right, thank you guys for watching this stream. If you want it, you got it. You have to download it if you want any of this information also
information.
on this.
You mean the live?